just levitate.
Okay guys, check it out. We got the amazing YAMAGUCHI, GWENOM, yes, GWENOM, pretty much Spider-Gwen in her version of the Venom suit, as you guys can see here, the symbiote suit. Looks pretty crazy. Now obviously this is only an announcement from amazing YAMAGUCHI, so it could be a week or two or maybe more before we actually get all the details, but I gotta say it looks very interesting. The only thing that I don't like is how they did the texture for the black areas. It just looks rough, honestly, and that is something that I wish they would have gone with the smooth textures like they did, like Mafex did with their Black Suit Spider-Man, which I do own, and it's pretty awesome the way they did it, especially when the light hits it and you get all the color shift and you get that black and inkish blue, which looks great. So that's the only thing I would change of it. Looks like she has a shoulder pad here with the spikes. You can see that the hoodie actually is Venom's mouth with pink inside it. You can see the tongue wrapping around it, so it's pretty interesting. I really do want to see more of this figure. But let's move on to another figure, because I know a lot of you are gonna be really happy with this one. This is the RIOBOT Mazinger 0. So yeah, this is gonna be released on June 2025 for around 36,000 yen. And you're wondering how much is that, here? Around 232 US dollars. Now, as you guys can see here, this guy is gonna come with quite a few things. Now, starting off, you're gonna get the effect parts for the rocket punch. You're gonna get those giant iron cutters, as you guys can see there. That looks awesome. This is the attachment point for the Scrander. And these handles here are actually for the iron cutters. Yes, you can use them as swords. That's pretty cool. You get 1, 2, 3, 4 different pair of hands. And you can say 5 because these are pretty much the attachment parts for them here. And you get the articulated stand. Now, the thing about this guy is the size. Now, it's made of ABS, ATBC, PVC, POM, PA, and diecast, but check out the size, 190 millimeters tall. So 198 mm, that is 7.8 inches tall. But with the Scrander on, it does get a little bit taller, which is 265 mm, that is 10.4 inches. So that's the only thing about these, that I like the design, I like the way they did it, but the size is the only thing. Like, if you guys remember, I did have their Mazinger Emperor G, but I decided to cancel it, not only because obviously it was expensive, but because of the size. I was like, I'd rather get a bigger one. So SkyX Studios came out and they were like, okay, we're gonna make one that's 11 inches tall, and I went like, yeah, I'm going with that one. You know, I don't mind paying pretty much the same price for a bigger one. Now, as you guys can see here, you get 4-inch hands, left and right, 3 giant iron cutters, 2 giant iron cutters, the alternate forearms for the giant cutter. And so pretty much everything. As you guys can see, metal support arms for the metal arms and large arms. That's very interesting. And I gotta say, it looks good. It looks really good. Those big iron cutters, those are just gigantic. The Scrander, I know what people are gonna say. It should be bigger. Yeah. But that will make the figure even more expensive. Dude, like, when it comes to Mazinger Zero, you got to understand there's this thing with Mazinger Zero, just like Gurren Lagann. You know, every time there's a new Gurren Lagann figure, people complain about the drill size. A people want a foot wide drill with a 3 foot high drill. You know, 1 by 3. They want something that huge, and with this thing, they want one with this grandeur, pretty much the circle of this grandeur. This part here is all the way over here, and the rest is over here, and then the figure can't, you know, stand because of it. So it is interesting that they did this. Now, one thing that I didn't give you guys the number of, and now that I'm looking down there, I'm pretty sure I missed it. Oh, here it is. That giant iron cutter? Oh, guess what? Is 355 millimeters, which is 13.9 inches. That thing is crazy. Almost 14 inches tall. That's crazy. That's crazy. That would tower over my this way Mazinger easy. Man. Without the scrander, by the way. But, and this guy looks great. I love the clear color parts, and I like the little designs that they added, especially this little design that they added on the heatsink. Looks great. I do think the gold should have been a nicer gold color, but the rest of it just looks pretty nice, pretty darn nice. Check out that face. And yeah, this grander, I mean powder, is supposed to look like this. It's supposed to look like a brain. Now, is it removable or not? That's the thing. Well, yeah, the Infinitism one is removable. It's not supposed to be removable, you know, in the actual manga, because that's the thing, that's his brain. But it's a figure, so they can make it removable or not. Up to them, right? I guess I like the face, I like the mouth, I like the teeth, which look great. I'm pretty sure it's gonna open and close. We'll take a look at that. But again, I like the design they did for the heatsink. That looks great, and I like the way the light hits it. Check it out here, striking a pose. Look at that with the open mouth. That looks great. Now, another thing is that, remember, this guy does not have anything that lights up. Doesn't have any LEDs. So what you're seeing here is what you're gonna be getting. That's why I went for the SkyX Studios Mazinger per G, because it's gonna have, I'm pretty sure the eyes are gonna light up, the heatsink is gonna light up. And I think for this guy, as someone that owns the Infinitism one, the model kit by Bandai, I think this is one that if you add the light up eyes and the light up chest, and maybe, I know it wouldn't be accurate to the manga, but maybe a light up mouth, that would be pretty awesome. I think it would be pretty darn great. Check out the articulation here for the wrist. Look how good that is. You know, Sentinel does a good job with their figures. It's just that when it comes to these, you're paying a lot of money, you know, for something that you want, you know, for a design that you like and you want it there. And I think this one's a little bit too short, honestly, for that price, because for that price you can get the SkyX Studio one, you can go with CCS Toys, you know, there's other options out there. Here are the rocket punches, as you guys can see them there. It does come with a stand for them, which is great. Check it out here, he can stand on the freaking Hero's Grander, which is great. That's awesome. I like that they added this extra support for it. That's perfect, so he can stand there. And this is one of the other reasons people want it to be bigger, because on this thing, he's supposed to be surfing on it, right? And then when he pretty much goes super berserk, or, you know, the ultimate, its ultimate form, the Scrander gets bigger and bigger. Check that out, you can have it surfing it, pretty cool. And wow, okay, I was not expecting that. so it splits open and you can have it in different ways. Huh, that's cool. That's actually cool. I don't want to get anybody hopes up, but what if you get 2 of them and you somehow find a way to attach the other 2 grounders? Obviously here is gonna be easy, but what if you find a way to actually add them, like maybe make them wider so you get that giant grander that people want? I mean, oh, if it's just held on by screws from the looks of it, here and here, maybe around here there could be something that you could do instead of just having to 3D print your own or waiting for a third-party company to make one. But look at this. This is 14 inches, which is crazy, and I guarantee you they're not counting the arm here. From tip to tip. That is crazy. That is so crazy. The only thing that I don't like about it is that it does not look sharp or pointy. See, it looks pretty dull. I wish it did, because thing is, all the other parts look sharp and pointy, but not that part. I guess they went like, hey, it'll be too big, but it's cool because look how he can hold it. He can hold it like this. He can hold it like that. He can do this, which is this is pretty awesome just by itself. I wish they would have included another pair of the giant iron cutters so you can have 2 of them. Look at that. You can use them as swords. That's cool. That's really cool. Look how big that looks. Look at that. And yeah, I know what you're gonna say, Zero. This is pretty tall. You could still consider this small? Yeah, I do. I do. Trust me. When you go over the 7.5 inches, when you go to 9 inches, 10, 11, 12, trust me, it's more expensive, but it's worth it. It's worth it. And you can see how heavy it is. Now this is their Mazinger, which is 0.448 kilograms, and this is 0.63 kilograms. So let's do that little conversion. 63 kg. That is what? Oh yeah. I put in the wrong. Okay, 1.39 pounds. 1.3 pounds. Really? Is that all? I was expecting it to be more. No, but yeah. Okay, so he's not that heavy. It's not that heavy. Okay, so that's good. He's a little bit heavier than Mazinger. Makes sense because of the design of the actual legs, obviously. The giant grander, of course. The iron cutters. Yeah, that makes sense. Here you can see the articulation for ankle joints, which is pretty nice. Hopefully that's a metal joint, because if it's plastic that wouldn't be good. That's good. That's another thing. Now I know what you're gonna say, people that already have bought these. I'm just saying this for the people that haven't. If you want a super robot and you want it in metal, make sure that it comes with metal joints, with the metal inner frame, because that thing is gonna be heavy. It's gonna need a lot of support for the articulation, and you don't want it to fall. You don't want something like this to fall, because if it does, not only is it gonna break and get pretty banged up, but it might, if it falls on your pet, it might hurt your pet. If it falls on your foot, it might hurt you. It might crack your floor. You just have to be careful. And as you guys can see here, you take the little belt and you push it down so you have more articulation here. And this is how the grander works. So you can have it really close to it. You can have it mid or you can have it fully away from it, and there you go, and that's how you rotate it. Which honestly, this is pretty much the same thing the Bandai Infinitism did. This little L shape, I mean C shape part. The only thing that is different that one is pretty much, you know, socket and ball joint, and it's not metal. This one looks like it is. It should be metal because it has to hold this thing up. But pretty much it. I say, I'm impressed by it, but the thing is this something that I would like to get? Yeah, it's cool, but like I said, these figures are really expensive, and it gets to a point that you're like, man, my wallet is pretty much destroyed. So, and I still haven't gotten my Blitzway Mazinger, you know, I'm still waiting on that. Hopefully, by early December, get my hands on it. And I am waiting for the Sky Studio Mazinger G. You know, in my opinion, this is what some people should do. If you have the money to buy any of them, and you need a Mazinger Zero, like right now, and I say go with this one. Remember CCS Toys, Kayak Studios, there's other companies, Ochungoki as well. But I say, if you can, go for the bigger ones, the ones that have light up and all that stuff, because you're really gonna enjoy them. And those are the ones that normally the engineering on those are just spot on, you know. Even if some of them don't come with display stands, you know, but and that's just my opinion on it. But if you want to go with this one, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be disappointed. On it. And you wanna kind of want to check something, because their Mazinger G, the other thing that they did is basically that they made Mazinger G backpack, the close scrander, the one that's just the wing shape form one, the one instead of the cape. They made it exclusive, and let's see, I don't think they did that for this guy. I don't think they did, but just kind of weird, honestly, because you would think that they would make this exclusive, but they didn't from the looks of it. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about it. I mean, it's a really nice figure. The only thing, like I said, it's expensive. It's not that tall. It doesn't have LED lights, so if you want gimmicks, if you want more articulation, if you want it to be bigger, you know, the bigger it is, the more impressive it's gonna be. And then I say go with CCS Toys, Kayak Studio, maybe get a Soul Chungoki one. If you can get a Soul Chungoki one, make sure that it's both inches, because sometimes Soul Chungoki, and they do have shorter ones, and then they have the taller ones. That just depends on the price, you know. But yeah, it's cool. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time.